Peggy 16.
Smart about it. You have to sneak around. You can't make too much noise, and it gives you a feeling of accomplishing something.
That one deciding moment, that is what it comes down to, and that could just be a second. But everything that leads up to it is so important as well, and that's what we're working on.
I started hunting because of the game, because I thought that real-life experience would benefit the game. It's a very similar experience in the Hunter. It's you and nature, and you're there to hunt or just explore.
Coming from a background in fast-paced shooters, I'm stepping inside to this peaceful, relaxed game experience with these intense moments when you track an animal and wait for the perfect shot. It was quite different from the run and gun I've been doing before.
It is a shooter game, but it's very different than all the other shooter games out there. For us, it's very important to have a build-up, and that build-up can be walking around in the woods, following clues or looking for clues. But once you find that clue, it's going to be so much more important that you follow up on it, and it's going to be so much more rewarding.
You have to be way more strategic than in most shooters, and you also have to be patient, which is something that can be tough at the beginning, but also equally rewarding when you actually reach the finish line, or in this case, shoot and harvest an animal.
The main thing in the Hunter is taking the shot. So you go out in the woods, you start looking for animals, you find traces, you find clues, you follow them, you see the animal, and this is where the magic moment happens. You start to get close and you see the patterns. How does the animal react? Where do you go? Then you take up your gun, you aim, you take a deep breath. Not only in the game, but a lot of people also do it outside the game, and then you shoot. And that's it.
So the original Hunter has been around since 2009, and it has a really strong community and has grown around its players, basically. We've evolved and developed together with our community. And we wanted to take that core gameplay mechanic and use that core, but also expand on it more.
One of the main reasons why we wanted to create a completely new game is that we wanted to use the power from the latest version of our engine, Apex, because we know that we can create a world with more impact, making it even more realistic and more beautiful.
When the players play the Hunter Call of the Wild for the first time, I truly want them to feel, holy shit, this game is beautiful, it's big, it's providing me with a completely new experience. Sweden and Stockholm is really a perfect area for creating a hunting game. There's so many inspirational views here, and there's so much nature around you all the time. So I really believe that it helps us to connect with the gameplay experience we're trying to build.
Even though the Hunter is very different from Mad Max and Just Cause, there are a lot of similarities as well. In the same way as in the other games, in the Hunter, we pretty much define the world, and then it's up to the player to play around with it.
We've built this vast open world that's yours to explore as a player, and we can't wait to see what magic will happen when you enter this world with your friends and get to really immerse yourself in the environments we've created.
Avalanche Studios is built up around open world games, and we've been a big part of defining that genre. It's still what drives us as a studio, making the best open world sandbox games.